Hello friends, I hope you liked my video and I hope you liked my lecture yesterday. I tried my level best to make it more clear because this is the topic which is, yes, it is very important and even an interesting topic to learn. Now, Indian poetics. Let us give a quick revision of what we have done in the last lecture. Now, we all know that it is CCE 15, Indian poetics. Okay, Indian poetics, yes, the name only suggests that it is of Indian, have an Indian essence in it. Okay, now we all know the syllabus that we have four kind of theories, that is Ras theory, Dhvani theory, Alankar theory, and Vakrokti theory. Then we have studied about their pioneers, that who all gave that particular theory and which of whom of uh, whom book uh, we are taking this theory. Okay, first one is Ras theory by Bharat Muni, that is in 2nd century BC. Then Dhvani theory by Anandvardhan in 8th century AD. Alankar theory given by Bhama in 6th century AD. In Vakrokti theory by Kuntak in 11th century AD. Okay, uh, yesterday I think I missed that. We are having a pioneers. Okay, now it is not so that only this person has given the theory. Okay, but pioneers means what? Pioneers means who have given a milestone for it. Milestone means who have sowed the seeds of this theory. Okay, then we started discussing about Ras theory. Okay, Ras theory means in earlier times the literature. Now the literature was only Drashya and Shravya. That was literature was only termed as Kavya. Kavya means only poems. Okay, literature was equal to Kavya. No other literary form was there at that time. I am talking about the Bharat Muni's time, that is 2nd century BC. Okay, so at that time no other literary form was there. Okay, then we discussed about types of Kavya, that is Drashya and Shravya. Drashya Kavya are the Natak and Shravya Kavya are the epic ones, because at that time only Natak and epic were there. It was given by, the Ras theory was given by Bharat Muni in his book named Natya Shastra in 2nd century BC. Now, Bharat Muni, for giving his Ras theory, concentrated on Drashya Kavya. Okay, and he explained each and everything in a chronological way, and so we can say that as a scientist do know everything in a chronological manner. Okay, so he also goes chronologically, and therefore he is said to be first scientific critic in Sanskrit. Then uh, we said about the meaning of Ras. What is Ras? That is juice or essence or taste. In general, Ras means taste or juice. Okay, it deals with the concept in Indian arts about aesthetic flavor of any visual, literary, or musical work that evokes an emotion or feeling. In Indian arts, it is said that Ras means what? The feeling or emotion that is evoked through any literary piece. That is called Ras, according to Bharat Muni. Now, Rasa Siddhant. It is said that any of the experience, okay, any of the experience should be both the side, not only from one side. આપણે એમ કહીએ ને કે તાલી એક હાથે ના વાગે બે હાથે વાગે. So it is seen in this also that it is a twofold experience. Not only creator has to evoke his Ras, but even the reader has to understand that, and he has to also evoke that Ras. Bharat Muni in his Natya Shastra in 6th chapter says that Nahi ras datte kaschid pyarataha pravartate. This is the Rasa Siddhant given by Bharat Muni in his Natya Shastra 6th chapter. which means no meaning can proceed from speech in absence of ras. Okay, he also gives Rasa Sutra to make the theory more clear. Now we will go with the Rasa Sutra. What is Rasa Sutra? Now Sutra means what? Formula. Okay, I said earlier that Bharat Muni is a scientific critic, so he gives everything in a logical way. Okay, so what is the sutra given by him? Vibhanubhav, Vyabhichari Bhav, Sanyogada, Ras Nispattiha. Okay, Ras Nispatti means fulfillment of or realization of ras. Okay, Vibhanubhav, Vyabhichari Bhav, I'll let you know everything. Okay, just remember Vibhanubhav plus Vyabhichari Bhav is equal to ras. Okay, so this is the formula given by Bharat Muni. Now, in last lecture we discussed mainly about the sthayi bhavs. Now, what is sthayi bhavs? Sthayi bhavs are the bhavs or the emotions which are already inbuilt in a person. Okay, in every person these bhavs are there only. No one has to evoke it. Okay, no one has to generate it, but they are already there in a person. Now, which are that 8 sthayi bhavs? Rati, that is love; Shok, that is sorrow; Krodh, that is anger; Utsa, that is enthusiastic; Bhay, that is scariness; Hasya, that is happiness; Jugupsa, that is curiosity; and Adbhut, that is wonder. Okay, I hope you get till this what I am talking about. Now we will go ahead with our understanding the Rasa Sutra, that individually. Okay, we know that Vibhav plus Anubhav plus Vyabhichari Bhav is equal to Ras. In the Ras Sutra we studied that Vibhanubhav, Vyabhichari Bhav, Sanyogada, Ras Nispatti. Okay, now Vibhav and Anubhav are two different bhavs, but still Bharat Muni has given that jointly. Okay, so Vibhav plus Anubhav plus Vyabhichari Bhav is equal to Ras Nispatti or is equal to Ras. Now let us discuss these bhavs in detail. Okay, what is Vibhav? Vibhav means the medium by which an emotion is activated. Medium means sadhan. Okay, through which, okay, let it be a situation, let it be anything, the medium through which we can express our emotion or feeling, or let us go with the Bharat Muni's style, that Drashya Kavya. Okay, now the Drashya Kavya means what? A person is doing his act. Okay, and if that emotion is evoked, okay, and that is reached to the readers or the public, then only it is said that ras is being evoked. But the medium, okay, the medium is very important for communication also. We all know that for communication a medium is important. Nowadays we are going through such crisis, okay, and we are studying it online, but the medium is very important to get this teaching, online teaching, being fruitful. Okay, so the medium is very important in Vibhav or for the fulfillment or the realization of ras. It includes causes and determinants of rise and emotions. Now, what Vibhav includes? The causes and determinants. Okay, the reasons why the emotions are being risen is termed as it is included in Vibhav. Now there are two types of Vibhav, Alambana and Udipana. Alamba means the person or object in respect of whom emotion is experienced. Okay, now Alambana means the person through which the emotion is being experienced. Okay, suppose if we recall the story of Sudama and Krishna. the meeting of Sudama and Krishna after long years. Okay, so the Sudama plays an important role. He is the one through which uh, if we hear the story, or if we see the natak, or if we see the serials, we see that the person who is acting the role of Sudama is very important to evoke the emotion which Sudama feels. Okay, so that alambana is also an important, and it is not only the person, even the object matters. Okay, second one is udipana, means the situation or environment in which the person or object is placed. Okay, second one is udipana. Now what is udipana? In alambana, the person or the object is important, while in udipana, the situation or environment is important. Now if we take the same example, Krishna and Sudama. Okay, now the Sudama feeling, now you will get surprised that why the Sudama, I told the Sudama, the why I kept the article the with Sudama, because no one can take, or no one can play that role very easily. Okay, there is no other Sudama, he is the only one. Okay, so Sudama and Krishna. Now the way Sudama has been shown poor in any of the nataks, that is important. Through that only a person will have a sympathy for her, and there it is said that Bharat Muni says that the ras is being evoked. So alampana and udipana, two very important aspects in for the fulfillment of ras. Okay, second one is anubhav. Now vibhav is treated as important, but this also it is very important aspect for ras nispati. Anubhav means external manifestation brought out as results of emotions evoked by vibhav. Now through vibhav, what a person's external manifestation is there, means what, through vibhav, how one person reacts, that is anubhav. Okay, it simply, we can say that a gestural expression. Okay, there are two types again in anubhav, that is voluntary and involuntary. Now what is voluntary and involuntary? Voluntary includes, again you can see in the slide, vachika and angika. Vachika means expressed through words, angika expressed through gestures. Okay, both these things you know. If we want to express sorrow, then we should have words, and if we express it through words, that is vachika. If the it is expressed through gestures, okay, then it is termed as angika. Now types of involuntary anubhavs, there are two, aharya and satvika. Aharya means attire. Okay, we all know that if someone's death is happened, okay, and someone and the person goes there, then it is said, or it is a belief that you should wear light colors, like white, black, or like that colors. So attire is also important. If you want to show a marriage function in your literature or literary piece, then the attire should be of the same type. Okay, while in satvik means atmosphere. The atmosphere also matters the most. Okay, in atmosphere, through atmosphere only we can have anubhav. Now vyabhichari bhav. Vyabhichari means psychological states through which vibhav and anubhav are created. Okay, vyabhichari bhav means the psychological states. Okay, what we feel through vibhav and anubhav is called vyabhichari bhav, and the sanyog Sanyog means the three bhavs through which a ras is created in the minds of the reader is called ras. Okay, so vibhav, anubhav, and vyabhichari. Vyabhichari means psychological state through which vibhav and anubhav are created, or the psychology which is there in the mind of a person, okay, through which the vibhav and anubhav are being experienced. Okay, all these things get together and a ras is being created. Okay, there are in all 33 vyabhichari bhavs. Sanyog. The Sanyog of all three bhavs creates or evokes ras in the minds of readers. The combination of Vibhav, Anubhav and Vyabhichari is must to evoke ras in any literary form. According to Bharat Muni, if these three bhavs are not there, then no literature can evoke ras in the minds of readers or any other person. These three are very important. Okay, so I hope you got the things very clearly, but still in the next lecture I will go very deep in these topics, and I will get some new ideas for this ras. But yes, you have to do this many things only. Okay, have a good day, and yes, without fail, please do comment your name and roll number, as it is very important for your internals. Okay, it is necessity, not an request. Please, please, please. Okay, thank you very much.